Thank you. I appreciate you sharing those comments. We're now pleased to hear from Seth Stinson. It'll be followed by Representative Mike Noel. Mr. Stinson, if you could also tell us who you represent, and we appreciate you being here. And then, like I said, we'll be followed by Mike Noel.
Nobody. I contacted Congressman Stewart, and I said, you know, we should have some normal people show up. Now, I don't know if I'm normal, but
we'll work
I'm
on
here.
that.
I'm one of 3 people without titles. So let me tell you who I am. I'm Seth John Stinson. I'm a Vietnam-era soldier serving in the military. And during that service in the military, I took a sacred oath to defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. And I began statehood of the state of Utah. And the state is 120 years of age last January.
Close to the microphone, close to the microphone. Thanks. Raise your hand in the back if you're having trouble with that. We will, okay, as we go along. You feel free to just hold it if you want. We just need it as close to your mouth as we can. Thank
okay. So the state of Utah is 120 years of age as of January 4th. And the governor, or the President Calvin Coolidge, Grover Cleveland, made that a law and indicated that that we're the 45th state in the union. On the flag over here, the 45th star indicates the state of Utah. Now, the thing about the state of Utah, all the lands in the state of Utah are to be owned by the state of Utah and by the people who live here. Nowhere in the enabling documents that I find that the BLM should control 67% of our county and our state. And I'm wondering why it is that we've signed a contract or we've made an arrangement to turn over our natural resources, our grazing, our air, our water, to an agency, an alphabet agency in Washington, D.C. with faceless, nameless people who control our state. And it seems to me that it's out of proportion and that we've allowed like a python to take over our state and squeeze it so that we have to ask permission, Mother May I, every time we want to do a road, anytime we want our water conserved. And I'm with the governor, I'm with the county commissioners, I'm with the mayor, who are suffering under this oppression from this organization. I would like to also add that I believe that there are some problems that are going to get out of hand. My wife and I were traveling to Las Vegas, like I do very often, to get VA benefits at the Las Vegas hospital. We came through Mesquite, Nevada, and there was a roadblock. The cars were being stopped, not stopped, but slowed down. And as I went through that, there were children and there were wives parked along the side of the road, and the Bundy conflict was going on underneath the bridge. And when I approached the bridge, there was a man in OD, a green jacket, blue jeans, and he was holding a high-powered rifle between the dividers on the road. Now, if something would have happened, a shot was fired, there would have been bloodshed that day. And I believe the sentiment is such that if the BLM does not cooperate with the citizens of our state and of the western part of the United States, there will be bloodshed on one side or the other. This is not a trivial matter. People are very concerned about that. When I talk to my congressmen and when I talk to the senators, they kept telling me, you know, if we don't cooperate, we can't do anything in the Congress because we don't own the majority. So after we give you the majority, nothing happens. And then we're told it's the Senate. So we give you the majority in the Senate. Once again, nothing happened. And so now we're told we need more of the Senate, and we need Harry Reid and the president to be gone. In other words, we control all sections or all branches of the legislature. I would like to suggest that you gentlemen sitting in front of me today have the ability to defund the BLM. I'd like you to pass a resolution or whatever it takes. I'm not a congressman. I'd like someone to pass legislation that would allow the BLM to be unfunded for Washington County, for the state of Utah, and for lands west of the Mississippi. Because I don't care if the Senate doesn't go through with it. I don't care if the president won't sign it. I expect you gentlemen to stand up and present defunding to prevent the abuse we've heard today.
Thank you. Thank you for your comments.
And don't point
Appreciate
that pointy thing at me.